Deep within a shadowy forest stood an old cabin. Trees loomed over it, their branches looked like skeletal fingers. The cabin windows were dark eyes watching everything. A young boy named Alex stood before the cabin. He had heard stories about it, stories that made his skin crawl. But Alex was brave. He wanted to see the cabin for himself. The air grew colder as Alex approached. He felt a shiver down his spine. He slowly pushed the creaking door open. The smell of damp wood and decay hit him. Dust covered everything. Cobwebs hung from every corner. It was as if time had stood still inside the cabin. Alex cautiously stepped inside. The floorboards groaned beneath his weight. He explored each room. Each one was emptier and eerier than the last. Then he found a hidden room. It was tucked away at the back of the cabin. The door creaked open with a low moan. Alex felt a cold hand grip his heart. In the centre of the room stood an old rocking chair. It swayed back and forth, but the room was empty. There was no wind. No one was pushing the chair. Alex's breath caught in his throat. He had a strange feeling someone or something was watching him. Suddenly, Alex heard a whisper. It seemed to come from the walls themselves. The whisper spoke of a family that had lived in the cabin long ago. They were trapped. They couldn't leave, and now their spirits were bound to the cabin forever. Alex's blood ran cold. The whispers grew louder. He felt a presence behind him. He didn't dare turn around. He feared what he might see. A raspy voice broke the silence. "It's a sad story, isn't it?" Alex spun around. An old woman stood behind him. She had piercing blue eyes and wore a long black cloak. "Who are you?" Alex stammered, his voice trembling. The old woman chuckled. "I'm just the caretaker," she replied, her eyes twinkling. "This cabin needs someone to look after it." Alex felt a surge of relief. He wasn't alone after all. But as he looked closer at the old woman, he noticed something strange. She was starting to fade. And then he realized so was he.